Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Jarella or JoJo, and this is my first official YouTube video, which is crazy. If you're someone who loves cozy, slow gameplay, then this channel is probably going to feel like home because that is very on brand for me. Very much my aesthetic is really just like the cozy vibe, something that's like not too hectic. I'm not into like a lot of the more like hectic mods out there. I'm a very realistic type of simmer, I would say, game player. But I've been playing The Sims since elementary school, and honestly, I've always wanted to make content. I just never found the time to really do it or be intentional about it. And I'm also kind of an overthinker and a little bit of a perfectionist. I always told myself that I needed the perfect setup, the perfect idea, the perfect vision. And lately, I've just been reflecting on the things that really bring me peace in life. And The Sims has always been one of them, despite, all of the craziness happening with The Sims and EA. The Sims, like when I'm just like in isolation mode, when I'm happy, when I'm sad, when I'm depressed or anxious, like The Sims has been that comfort game for me. So instead of waiting per usual until everything feels perfect, I'm just kind of starting and, putting things out there and just really wanting to connect with other people who love cozy games, storytelling, and just having a little piece of themselves in the digital world. So if that really resonates with you, feel free to subscribe and just continue with me on this journey. I'm not entirely sure where this journey is taking me. It's more of just like a personal passion project or hobby or navigation that I'm trying to go through. So I'm not really like sure the focus, but like I said, everything is really going to be based on just like that cozy type of vibe for me. So today we're going to be creating a young adult sim named ᴅᴏဣᴛ. And I'm not going to lie, I really don't have a vision for this sim. I'm kind of just winging it and going with how I feel in the moment. The only thing that I really thought of was that I wanted to create a sim that just had many different layers because I feel like we all have that as a person. So you'll see as you continue watching that Haley, is a very soft, very girly type of person. She loves like colors and soft glam and florals and kind of like that like cozy, pretty fresh faced aesthetic. But then at night, it's like completely different ball game. Very feisty. The little diva comes out. When she's stepping out, she's stepping outside, honey. Like very much night and day. And I love when Sims feel layered and they just have different versions of themselves depending on the setting. And I feel like we all have that. Like for me, I'm very introverted. But a lot of people wouldn't think that just because of how I can really switch it up when I'm around people. But best believe after like 2-3 hours, JoJo will be in the corner somewhere waiting for the group to like head out. Right? So that's really what I had in mind for Haley. I just really went with the flow and was just kind of going through my custom content because I haven't played for months, honestly, and I just updated. I just took out some mods and kind of like restarted everything. So I'm just trying to like play with different styles, different aesthetics, different backstories right now, and just kind of seeing like where that takes me. And I did want to put a disclaimer that I do use custom content for most of my Sims, I would say. So if you see something that does stand out, definitely let me know in the comments. I haven't uploaded Haley for download, but if enough people are interested, I'll definitely put her up on my Patreon and I'll try to link the custom content that I use. But definitely put in the comments, let me know your thoughts, if there's anything that you would have like put on that I switched out, because as you can see through the video as you keep watching, I will, especially with the shoes. The shoes really got me, I would say, with the, was it the formal? It was either the formal or the party wear. It might have been the party, I think. And yeah, so let me know, like, if there's anything that you would have like kept, or if you agreed with like a certain item that I put on for a certain outfit. I didn't do all of the outfits for this sim. I think I just stuck to some of them, like the casual, formal, athletic, maybe the sleep and party, I believe. But yeah, I honestly ended up loving how she turned out, and I hope that this inspires you to open Create Sim and just create without overthinking, create without perfectionism, and just see where it takes you. Like, see where you end up when you create a sim and not really like put any thought towards it. And that's really what I went into this with, was like, okay, just go in there, do your usual 1, 2 in the beginning, and then 3, 4, 5 will end up along the way. So yeah, I personally feel like sometimes the best things happen when you don't have a plan. And I feel like with this, when creating some of my sims, is that sometimes the best sims happen when you don't have a plan for them in the beginning. But as you create them, you start to get this vision, you start to get excited, and that's kind of what happened with me. So enough rambling. I'm very excited to release this video. I'm not used to like content creation, I would say, or being like super creative on this side. So if anything does seem a little bit like amateur beginning, we will get there. We will get there. I am learning as I go, and I hope that you all will come along for the journey. And as I mentioned, I am very introverted, but I do have an amazing personality. I would say it does come out the more that I'm comfortable. So hopefully more of my personality will show as I continue to post. So yes, but all right, let's get into it. Thanks.
lavish diamond cut, moody velvet, vibey clean, flexing, dripping, sweat and tears, understudded silver dust, golden hour, city ace, present tense, keep it light on the best you ever seen. I run hard, I ride along, give me some cake cause I ain't got none. I don't cause you're much too young, live for the day, living for the song, hey! We go on and on, that is like $1,000,000. You could play like a play now, like a don't, like a don't, like a don't, like a don't, like a don't now. too young. Live for the day, living for this song. Hey, we go on and on. That's like $1 million. Look at me now. Like I don't know. I love you, I don't love. I'm a fool, but I like. I'm a bang for the buck. Oh, yeah. Do it tick, do it tock. With it all real stuck. And now I stand on my ground, right in front of ya. $1 million. Look at me now. Like I don't